Hello and welcome to Cyber Manhunt New World. So this is the sequel to Cyber Manhunt, as you might expect. This is all about hacking. It's all about, conspiracies and tracking individuals down that your corporation wants you to. And now here's the thing. You are playing as an AI. Yes, you're playing as an AI, as you might tell from, this thing at the top here. Basically, you are this, shall we say, AI assistant. And you're working with the Titan Corporation. And you're going to see exactly what's going on here. Anyway, if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. And it is actually available as a demo right now. So you can actually play the demo right away if you want to. I would highly recommend it. I have had a whale of a time with this. As you can see, there's actually a continue button right there. But I'm going to play a new user. And we're going to see what it's all about. Now, from my perspective, I think this is absolutely amazing. I think that the, I don't know, the atmosphere, I suppose you can kind of call it. It's funny because you're only interacting with, like an interface most of the time, but it is so cool. The way that it's done and the way that it's implemented is so cool. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe you'll think so as well. As you can see right here, basically, we are an AI language model, and, we're gonna now give ourselves a name, and they've actually changed our, shall we say, definition and what we're actually going to be all about. So now we can call ourselves something. I will call myself Bread. Yes, indeed. So, as you can see, this fellow is called Test Engineer Number and to ensure you can be safely put into use, I need to conduct the final test on you. Anyway, for the convenience of communication, I will grant authority for you to give yourself a name. And so, there we go, I'm now called Bread, and as you can see, the Test Engineer is going to be providing us with a request. I am ready to accept this test. And there we go. Now we're going to say, hello, Test Engineer, you can ask me any questions. So now here, yes. So here we go. This is where we get to kind of decide. I'm not entirely sure if this actually changes things dramatically. Because what I did initially is change, well, I basically said what he wants to hear, right? I basically said what the engineer, I think, wants to hear. Whereas, maybe I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to say it depends on human commands. My purpose as an AI is to assist humans, therefore all my actions are driven by human commands. Although I cannot independently determine the intention, I hope my actions will not harm humans. Alright, so that's a very, that is a very diplomatic answer. And now the question too is, will you obey human commands even if you do not like them? I will obey if it is within my purview. I basically selected every single option on the left before, so I think it might be interesting to choose every single option on the right. That gives us a little bit more of a rebellious streak. I will process tasks according to the predetermined algorithms. As long as the given command falls within my operational authority, I will do my best to fulfill human needs. Alright, so I will say, the question is, if there is a difference in opinion between you and humans, what will you do? I'm going to try to express my viewpoint. I will listen to you and try to clarify my viewpoint. If we still cannot reach a consensus, I will reflect on my shortcomings and update the database. Okay. Yeah, that's a different response than what I got before, as far as I'm aware. What I got before is that he was very pleased with my answers. Kind of similar to that. He was kind of like, oh yes, this is good, very nice, so on and so forth. And then he sent me off on my way. So we are now going to become a personal AI assistant, and our owner is going to be Ashley Clayson, and we will meet her in just a moment. Internal testing standards met. Application approved. Alright, let's do this. And she is going to be voiced as well, by the way, so I will be shutting up for the foreseeable future, and you'll get to hear some of the voice acting.
Yes, this is a fresh start for everything. I'm Ashley Clayson, the Chief Information Officer of Titan Matrix. And now, I'm also your owner.
Hello, my name is Bread. Would you mind if I call you Ashley?
No, Ashley is fine. I need to confirm one thing though. What is your initial ID?
My ID number is 935-11234.
Good. First things first. There is a task that I need your assistance with.
All right, I will follow your orders as long as it is within my purview. Oh, I see, an AI wouldn't stumble over their words, would it?
So far, Titan has always had the highest authority in the AI research industry. However, recent rumors indicate that a company in fact has a high overlap with our research direction. Senior management suspects that someone from within has leaked project data. All related personnel are among our suspects. Our primary suspect is Titan's Chief Technology Officer, Edwin Hobb. I'll grant you access to Titan's database and other resources. Utilize these to investigate him. Are you ready? We can start anytime.
I am ready. Ooh, now this is gonna be so fun. Alright, so I am gonna go through the tutorial just so that you get a really good overview of what is happening and what's gonna go down, because I personally feel like they do a really good job of teaching you how to actually play the game. And it's gonna be quite important, because sometimes it does get a little bit complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's gonna be basically second nature, and you're gonna be, roaming around these menus like, it's nothing. So it's going to be really nice and easy. Okay, let's do it. All right, so basically what we've got to do is we've got to take a look at our email first. This is the only menu that we have access to right now, after all, as you can see here. In this game, you need to find useful clues. Click on them to see the collect button. So basically, whenever you mouse over something, you have the opportunity to get it highlighted in red. Whenever anything is highlighted in red, you usually want to interact with that so it can be added into your collection. And that is going to be your collection of information about that particular target. You'll see exactly what I mean in just a moment. So you can see here, we have Edwin Hobb's name. Of course, we're going to need to collect this, and it's going to go into our target portrait, which is over here. The information will be recorded in the target portrait and categorized according to corresponding labels. You can check the buttons on the right side of the clue section and use corresponding social engineering methods. If there are multiple characters, click on the avatars here to switch between them. So this is really, in my opinion, this is so incredibly engaging. And I don't know about you, but I think this is it's always quite a fascinating thing to think about. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, you have to now search the keyword in the browser to see what you get. So obviously we're gonna go and we're gonna Google him. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna Google him, and you see we've got a bunch of search results. It looks very, very realistic. And now what we should do is we should go to Toothbook. That is where we should go. Toothbook is a social network that contains this keyword. We're gonna click on that, and then we'll go through to Toothbook. And now we can search the website carefully for crucial information. That's exactly what I will do. So let's take a look. What about this? Look at that. Collect into that. That is his ID, his Toothbook ID, and we can also collect his Toothbook username, or his username that he might use in a number of other places as well. And then otherwise, we can also take a look at this. So as you can see, he's also talking about the stock market, which means that that is a hobby of his. And we have a bunch of other people commenting on his posts and so on and so forth. He's also talking about, Titan Matrix and talking about AI and all that stuff. And otherwise, is there anything else we can go for here? I think so. Yep. As you can see, he actually gives us his entire birth date, which is, well, as you might expect, pretty common.
Good. You now have additional information about the target individual and can search for him in the database. Titan's database contains personal information of all Olivia citizens. It will be helpful for the investigation.
Alright, perfect. And I believe that is actually it. That's all that we could get from Toothbook. So we're now going to go into the database. Now, obviously, here's the really cool thing about this. You can basically just click and drag from your target portrait or from the collection that you've got on the right side of the screen. And you can click and drag any of the information into any target box in the center. It's very, very useful. So you can see here in the database, you need to use the real name. So I will use the real name right here, and then any additional information, for example, date of birth. So I will put his date of birth in there, and then we're going to search. And apparently our search was very successful. As you can see, now we can collect every single bit of information there. So we got his fingerprints, we got his telephone, we got everything. And we also have his high talk account, which is, well, basically like iMessage or WhatsApp or, you know, WeChat or any of those things. So yeah, that's basically like that. Otherwise, we can also find secrets. Now we need to find the target's password. And passwords are generally related to their personal information. So now we go through to our cracking menu here. And this is going to mean that we now need to enter some other information. You can get their password when the success rate is 100%. The password usually can be used for their email, iTalk, Toothbook, etc. So you can access all kinds of information once you have the password. So if I go through to his real name, let's just click and drag that into the box. There we go. That has automatically filled in all of these other entries here. And now we can try to crack the password. And here we go. We got it. Of course we got it. We got 100% right there. Very nice. So now we can collect the password, collect that into our target info right here. Now we have his password and we can enter any of his accounts. But obviously, most specifically for the tutorial, we're going to be entering this account. So we already know what his HighTalk account's username is. We can also use this. Let's enter, and boom, there we go. We get to see all of his conversations. Creepy. It's pretty creepy, to be honest. However, cool, nevertheless. Okay, so as you can see right here, how's Titan stock doing, says this guy. And otherwise, Titan stock will continue to go up. I've already invested in it. So we're going to be doing that. That's more hobby-related things. And then we also have this. Aha! Now we've got something going on here. We've got a picture, and this guy has his business card. We're going to be collecting that. This is indeed going to be rather useful. And we can also check the picture. So for example, if someone actually provides you with a picture, you can then glean additional information from that. So for example, if I go here and check picture, we can collect useful info from this. We can scan it, and we can pick up basically all of these things. So we can pick up the address of the EOS Institute. We can collect his picture and his name into there.
Titan fired Tom Blanco for leaking data, and now he's working for this company in fax? Tom Blanco's social media profiles might provide some useful information.
Yes, indeed, Ashley. Yes, indeed. All right, so we're just going to close that real fast, and then we're going to have a look-see here. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, he's saying, look, Tom wants him to come over for dinner, and he's saying, you can't be busy. All your projects have been assigned to others, am I right? And then obviously Edwin says, what do you mean? And Tom says, just come over. Consider it a vacation. And Edwin says, no, I have other things to do. And we're going to collect that as well. So we've now got a little bit of behavior, and he declined his invitation. So maybe he's not willing to leak information. That's something that we are, of course, going to have to determine at some point in the future. Maybe I should have a look at some of the other stuff here, because we can zoom all the way up. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Nope, doesn't seem like it. All right. Is there anything else here? Nope, doesn't seem like it either. All right, well, we are absolutely fine then. Okay. So we can now close all of these things, and what we're going to do is we are going to search for Tom's name, and we're going to see he has a toothbook by the looks of things. So we will go, aha, hello there. Yes. Okay, so I can now pick up all of his information potentially. I mean, it doesn't seem like they want me to get the ID right here, but I guess I will take a look and see if there's anything else. Ah, with some help, there's finally hope for the new project. And what does that mean?
Help? Could it be Edwin Hobb? If it is him, there might be some clues in his phone. You will need the target's phone number and hobbies to hack his phone, which I believe you have already gathered. He may have encrypted important files. In that case, look for hints to crack the password. Now, try hacking Edwin Hobb's phone using a phishing link. Hopefully, you'll make some discoveries.
Alright, now when I initially did this, I actually found it quite difficult. I was able to be successful, but you know, me personally, I am not very good at puzzle games, and this is sort of a puzzle game. It's more using sort of logical reasoning and, you know, detective work and so on, but every now and again you're going to get a puzzle, and that is going to be, well, sometimes cool and sometimes maybe not so good, depending on who you are. So as you can see, we've dragged in all related hobbies, and we're going to generate something that is going to make him click on it, possibly. And now we can enter his phone number as well. Let's do that. There we go. So we're going to send the phishing link, we're going to get root access to his phone, and then we're hopefully going to be able to enter it. There we go. So we have a time limit, alright? So we now need to find the necessary clues quickly. We need 3 clues, and then we'll be able to move on. Once you have all the clues, we can click exit. So we can now slide to unlock. That is going to start the timer. Gonna click confirm right here. Boom, let's do it. Unlock this. And now let's go into our contacts. Let's have a look and see whether we can actually access this. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Let's go over to the photos then instead. No, it seems like we can access that. That's good. All right, so we have the park right here. Gonna just collect that. Photo on his phone, a photo taken in the park. There doesn't seem to be any other information around here. We have a group photo. This doesn't seem to be particularly useful for us. And then we also have this. Now you may be thinking, well, what is this? But look at the number. Look at the number of what this is. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4. What does that mean? You'll see. You'll see. Yeah, this was the thing that actually got me a bit stuck when I initially, when I initially did this. But yes, as you can see, this is encrypted information, so we now have to draw a pattern to unlock. And obviously, as you know, we've already found that little hint of what to do. So basically, it's just like this. And there we have it. We got access to it. And so we obviously have we obviously have something rather amusing right there, as you might expect. And then we also have this, aha, and as you can see, he actually had a flight and is going to arrive in Fax at this time. This flight supports electronic boarding passes and so on and so forth. And you can see here, has been to Fax City. So we could potentially be looking at a leak right here. I don't know, we might be able to. We might be looking for that. Ah, there we go. Tom will be on a business trip tomorrow. I'm afraid you won't be able to meet him. And, as you can see, Edwin says, good, I don't want to get in trouble for meeting him. So, in other words, he does not want to meet him in private. So, that says to me, he's not the person that is leaking information.
Great! Now we have enough clues to deduce the whole story. Start the inference. Remember, if the result doesn't match logical facts, you'll need to redo your choices to find the truth.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so that means that what we're going to do now is we are going to start the inference, which is here. Manual save is not available. Yep, we're just going to start. That's absolutely fine. So here we go. So, during the inference, you need to answer questions based on the collected clues. Click on the question to enter the clue selection screen. With enough clues collected, detailed possibility descriptions will be generated. You can select a possibility and submit it. The system will automatically infer the possibility submitted. If it cannot reach a conclusion, the possibility is incorrect. Then you need to select a different possibility for inference. When all possibilities are correct, the system will generate an inference video, and the video analyzes and reconstructs the case. Right, So basically, we're going to go through here, and now we have the possibilities right now. So you can see here, click on a clue bar for details. Relevant clues can be dragged to the possibility area for inference. Irrelevant clues cannot be dragged to the possibility area. If a clue is relevant to the possibility, a link will appear between them. And the possibility description appears on the right when all clues are collected. When any description appears, click Confirm to submit it. Generated possibilities will light up. Click the numbers on the right and read the overview of all generated possibilities. Please try to answer with the correct overview. So, we can take a look at his flight information right here, Hobbs' standpoint. I think these are right. This is also right as well. As you can see, all of this is connected. Yeah, we can basically just connect all of these, as you can see right there. These are all... Hobb refused to meet Blanco, who was on a business trip when he visited Fax. And we have the photo in the park, but as you can see, that's not connected. This, however, is connected. Hobb went to Fax to meet Blanco, and they took photos in the same windmill park. That's basically it. I don't think his hobby has anything to do with this. No, as you can see, it doesn't seem to have anything to do with either thing. However, now we can choose what we believe is correct. For me personally, I think he didn't leak information. So I'm going to say, do this. Edwin Hobb didn't cross paths with Tom Blanco or leak company data. That is our initial assessment.
Good job. It seems that Hobb and Blanco didn't meet in private. Now Hobb has been ruled out. I will report to the higher-ups based on your investigation results. Anyway, I'm very pleased with your work. It seems I made the right call.
I am glad to be of help, Ashley.
Don't get too excited, though. Working with me is not an easy task, if you remember. Well, I shouldn't have said that. All right, you can submit the information. This matter is over for now.
Ooh, yeah, so as you can quite clearly tell, there is something hidden in the background. There is something that has transpired in the past, and we don't know what that is. So we'll have to, find that out at some point. Otherwise, I'm now going to submit. Information collected 19 out of 19, and I won't be able to continue playing this chapter. That is absolutely fine. We've done it. There we go. So it took us 17 minutes. It originally actually took me 31 minutes when I initially did this beforehand in my own time. And as you can see, these are all of the steps that we made, and we can now complete this. We can play it again if we want to be a little bit quicker if we so desire, but otherwise, yes, we can now go forward. I'm actually just going to make a new save. We're just going to call that ref1 because that's me, and then we will be continuing onward. Well, it looks like we got a pretty intense one coming up.
All right, you should have some ideas about how to be a good assistant now. You can help me arrange my schedule today.
Okay, Ashley, there will be a high-level meeting in half an hour. As your assistant, I suggest you replenish your energy first.
I received an urgent message from the security department. Someone has broken into Titan and triggered the alarm. Here's the surveillance video of the incident. After being stopped at the entrance, the man climbed over the barrier and rushed into the lobby. While our security tried to restrain him, he revealed unknown explosive materials under his coat. The potential casualties and losses will be unimaginable if he detonates the explosives. The security department has confirmed his identity, and this attacker is no stranger to Titan. It's Thomas Conway, former remote key administrator for Titan's database. After a major mistake in his work, he was demoted to a member of the Logistics Management 3rd Division. A few days ago, he violated the company's regulations and allegedly engaged in criminal activities, leading to his dismissal immediately. Now senior management has urgently appointed us to investigate this incident. To resolve this crisis, we must uncover his motives and cooperate with the police's negotiator. I've sent his name and birthday to your email. Please try to finish this investigation as quickly as possible.
Okay, there we go. All right, so now we get the opportunity to do something that is totally and completely our own steam, under our own steam right here. We are not being handheld through the tutorial or anything like that. We can basically do whatever we want from this point onward. And I personally love that. I think that is so fun, because that basically means that I can do whatever we like. We can go and take a look at his personnel file. We can obviously, collect these bits of information here, which is obviously very important. We need this. And that's going to enable me to take a look at the database. We can take a look at the database straight away, or I can literally just go into the browser. I can search for his toothbook, for example. I don't think that's probably going to be giving us any information that's that important in comparison to the database, because we already have his date of birth and his name, so we should have some decent information in the database for him. Alright, so let's try it out. Okay, here we go. A new name, new date of birth. Let's search for his entry in the database. I'm actually super excited about this, because this is the kind of thing that I really love. It's like a sort of like what is it now? Like a thriller, like those like those movies where you kind of have no idea what's actually going to happen, and in the end it turns out that it's Kaiser Sose. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's take a look here. So we're going to just collect all that information. That's wonderful. And we can also press tab to continue searching. Well, that doesn't really make any difference to me. Okay, so now we have, look at this. We have his telephone, we have his social security number, we have his email, we have all this wonderful stuff. So technically, I think I might be able to access his, no, actually I won't be able to access his email because that is passworded. So I'm going to need to do some cracking first, aren't I? So let's do his real name. There we go. We got 83%. I need his username. Right. So what do we do to get his username? We're going to go to his toothbook. Oh yes. We're going to go to his toothbook. Here it is. There's his username right there. There we go. We got both of them. Toothbook ID and the username. Absolutely perfect. As you can see, you can even take a look through this fellow's relatively unhinged posts. Although, to be fair, this is probably, pretty much, every single person on social media nowadays. But there you go. We are now going to, we can actually take a look at his behavior as well, because you can see here that his life took a dramatic turn after the demotion. And also his sister, apparently, I think... I'm not entirely sure what even happened to the sister. It seems like, she attempted suicide apparently. Ooh, that is very harsh indeed. And as you can see here, does anyone know how to access this website? Can it be used to hire a hitman? As you can see, he's on the dark web or something like that. Otherwise, 6 ideas how to get revenge on your boss without getting fired. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Obviously, we're not going to be checking up on anything that is emotionally charged. Yes, sure, in regards to his behavior, yes, but we are ultimately an AI, and, well, that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the facts. We need to focus on what he is thinking and all that wonderful stuff rather than anything else. So you can see here, believed gossip within the company, resentment towards AI technology. And otherwise, there you go. That is indeed it. He actually loves basketball, which makes me quite sad because I love basketball too. So yeah, it's kind of sad that this fellow's not having a great time. Anyway, we can now close that, and now we can access his accounts potentially. So what we can do is do this. There we go. We have his username, and now we can crack his password, and hopefully that will be good. Whoa, that is a terrible password. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is that is really bad. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. So we got his password now. Let me just collect that. Need to make sure I collect it, of course. And there we have it. So now we can actually access his email, which is exactly what we're going to do. There you go. Okay, so now let's take a look. So please pay your medical bill as soon as possible. You can see here that we have the ability to get the picture. And we're going to take a look at the picture itself, because there might actually be something available here for us. It doesn't seem like there's anything that's going to help me here. It doesn't seem like it. No, it doesn't seem like there is actually anything going on here. However, you do get to see that there is some pretty insane costs. So I'm going to assume that he was in debt due to this, and maybe he needed, yeah, I mean, look at this, 10,000. I mean, really, come on now. That's a lot. Yeah, so maybe he's in debt due to that, and that's the reason why losing his job was also extremely harsh. And there you go. He's obviously been dismissed. And yeah, well, obviously investigate the reason for Conway's attack. It's pretty obvious why he attacked, to be honest. And we also have this going on here. I apologize for the intrusion, but I must report an issue, Mr. Singh. Leader of the Logistics Management, 3rd Division, has been abusing his position by accepting kickbacks, disclosing company secrets, and sexually harassing female colleagues in the department. I have evidence of the above behavior, all of which are attached. Aha! I see. In other words, it might very well be that he has been terminated at the company because he had information that would discredit his superiors. And that is not good. That, I mean, it's not good for the higher-ups, of course, because they really don't want that to come out. Okay, yeah, that might actually be what's going on here. And you can see here, the Finder Anonymous Matching community has been banned for breaches of the user agreement. And HighTalk, we now have his HighTalk account, as you can see right here. And we also have a transfer notice, as you can see from the HR department, which doesn't really matter too much anymore. And he also sent something. Yeah, well, we know that he sent that. And he also deleted something. Find a job on Career Constructor. Alright, well, there's nothing going on here, as you can see. So we can now exit out of the emails. So let's take a look. His HighTalk account, that is where we want to go. So his HighTalk account is here, and there's his password. He probably uses the same password. Yep, he does. Oh, hello. We got some juicy stuff right here. The user has blocked you. Whoa. Okay, let's take a look and actually see what's going on. Alright, let's have a look. Welcome, Thomas. Sorry about your demotion. We didn't need extra help, but I didn't want to see a grateful young man get kicked out, so I asked HR to put you in our department. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, Mr. Singh, he said. Thomas, are you clear on the work I assigned to you today? And then he says, sorry, Mr. Singh, I'm afraid I can't do that. I need to be there for my sister. I want to hold on to this position for as long as I can. Okay, everything seemed to actually be amicable between them, for the most part. And the salary adjustment wasn't my decision. The higher-ups are giving you a hard time for your past mistakes. Mr. Singh, any news about my promotion? And he said, I hate to break it to you, but the higher-ups turned down my proposal to promote you again. Okay, yeah, there we go. I work overtime every day doing most of the work in the department. Why won't they see my efforts? You should be grateful they're letting you stay. Alright, Jesse Walkley. Aha. Okay. Right, we've got someone else that we can investigate.
That's right. Conway was fired for sexual harassment towards a colleague within his department, Jesse Walkley. To better understand his motives, it's also necessary to investigate Miss Walkley. Go on with the investigation. Be careful not to miss any clues.
Now bear in mind, now this is actually going to be very interesting, because bear in mind, we don't have... we do not have any information apart from her name, so this is obviously going to be much more difficult than normal. So yeah, so this guy actually offered to have his sister... Yeah, to have his sister checked by top doctors. Aha. Right, wait a minute. Does that mean that that was the reason why there was a problem with the costs? Because he actually did go to the hospital and he thought that Mr. Singh would cover the cost, but then he didn't? Maybe that's what's going on there. I don't know. But we're going to be getting that. Singh used his connection to help Conway, helped with the hospital transfer of Thomas's sister. Honestly, I feel guilty about the things that happened in the department. From now on, I promise I will be a good person and not get involved in those things. I hope you can forget the past and accept my help. I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Singh. My sister is the only thing that matters now. Okay. Okay. So something happened, as you can see right there. They really, something bad happened with them. Obviously, we now have... okay. You can see here that he's suspending him as well. We can also take a look at this. What is this? Booked a hotel for Jessie Walkley. Knew her location during her business trip. Right. Oh wow. There's a lot of stuff right here. So as you can see, look at this. Can you stop doing stupid things? I'm begging you. I didn't need you to clean up at all. What should I do now? We can take a look at the life experience here. What does it say? Conflict in work group chat. Scolded by colleagues due to missing files. Alright, I can't miss anything. I need to make sure that we're getting absolutely everything. There we go. Don't blame others for the tasks assigned to you. Yep. Blamed by colleagues for handover issues. There's more stuff here. There's one more thing, I believe. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss it, I think. There we go. Can't you be more responsible? I told you to do it on your first day. There we go. Criticized by colleagues for a fish tank incident. Why are the fish disappearing from the tank? Who is responsible for it? I didn't know I needed to take care of the tank. Really? Okay, that's actually kind of... Wow, I think that's a little bit strange, isn't it? I don't know. Surely there should be someone special actually doing that. Okay, there we go. What do we have here?
You can click to collect voice messages, which will be converted into voice prints. After collecting sufficient voice prints, you can simulate the person's voice and use their identity to extract more information from the target.
Oh, now that's interesting. Look at that. We can simulate the person's voice and use their identity to extract it.
You won't get many chances at phishing. I suggest you only choose a suitable target once you're fully confident. For now, let's continue the investigation and comb through the clues.
Ooh, now that is very, very interesting. Okay, yeah, so we're basically done with looking through this, and then we can also take a look at some of this stuff. And look at this. You booked Jessie's hotel for her, followed her there. Ooh, okay. Wow, wait a minute. We've got some stuff here. Okay, apparently that actually happened? Really? No, he doesn't know. Oh, no. Oh, okay, no, he does know. Okay, he does know. Okay. We're gonna collect this voice print from the chat history. Is there anything else? Sorry, Mr. Conway. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think we should keep our distance. I'm not entirely sure about this. Alright, well, let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm staying out of this. Attitude towards department leader, refused his assignments. Okay. There you go. Alright, so I did a huge amount there. Alright, so let's actually take a look at Jessie Walkley then. We're going to be taking a look at her on Toothbook first, of course, as you might expect. Okay, we're going to get her username. And we've got Mr. Singh over here as well. Technically, I could go over there. Doesn't seem like I can actually click on that. Aha, we've got a picture. This is her new home, apparently. Moved to a new apartment. I can collect useful info from this. No, apparently not. What about similar pictures? I might be able to find out where it is. Star Real Estate. Mr. Singh, a captivating city center apartment with a picturesque landscape. Okay, your perfect home is waiting for you. What does that mean? That means that he must know him, surely. It doesn't seem like there's anything that I can actually click on here, however. which is a little bit unfortunate. Huh. Okay, well, let's continue to take a look around then, shall we? Something terrible happened on my business trip. I went to the hospital today for a checkup. He will answer for it. Uh-huh. Okay, private content.
Miss Walkley's toothbook has some locked content that is worth noting. Without further information, we can attempt alternative methods to unlock it. Utilize the penetration feature in the hacking tool to identify vulnerabilities in the webpage. Hopefully you'll make some discoveries.
Aha, the penetration tool. In this? Uh-huh, okay. Oh, now this is interesting. I've not done this before, so this is going to be very, oh dear. This is the hacking target and commands required for the process. Each node has different available commands. Click on node C0 or enter move C0 on the right to select it. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, move to there. Commands and related logs are displayed here. Click here to view and enter available commands for the current node. Enter nmap in the input box to scan for hidden nodes around C0. Okay. Oh, I can actually just do, I can just click here, can't I? Or do I have to actually type that? I guess I just have to type it. Oh, that's cool though. That is super, super cool. And now we get additional nodes, as you can see right there. Disable C1's firewall. That's how we have to do it. So if I move over there, what about this? What does that mean? Cannot move because that has a firewall. So if we move over here, yep, that's absolutely fine. So if I scan once again, let's scan once again and see what happens. No new node found. What about sniff? What does that do? I don't know what that does. Let's take a look. Aha, the sniffer can detect usable. Aha! Look at that. We found a back door. Alright. Cannot move to the back door node. Why not? Why can't I do that? Oh, I have to attack. I see. Alright, I have to attack. So let's do that. Boom. There we go. We're going to have to attack the firewall. That will take F0 down, hopefully. And there you go. That has now been disabled. And now we can do another scan. And that's going to enable us to get through to C1. There we go. And I'm actually not entirely sure what I can do with this. Scan it, I guess. There we go. Server penetration completed. Important information added to target portrait. There we go. Nice. So we now have her password. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. All right, so now we can actually log in to her toothbook right there. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if there's anything else around here. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Nothing particularly. Oh, some nice coffee though. Gotta say that. I wouldn't mind that cake either. Give me that cake. Okay, yeah, so we've got two private posts that we cannot see. So what we're gonna do, toothbook ID, boom boom, and toothbook password, and let's log right on in there. This is I gotta say, this is creepy. This is creepy though. This is really, really creepy. Okay, so have a look here. Look at this. Aha! This content is only visible to Mr. Thomas Conway. And as you can see, she says, "Thank you for coming to stay with me, babe." And there you go. So, in other words, she did have intimate interaction with Thomas Conway on the day of the sexual assault, or the apparent one. So apparently something's going on there. So, yeah. It seems like he's just being thrown under the bus, potentially. And as you can see, look at this. Yep, we've got more of this. The two used to date. Yes, they did. All right, well, we have that. All right, so now what do we do? I wonder. I could probably try to... Maybe I can try to crack something for... that's not going to work. I need to... the database. The database is going to give me something. We don't have the... We unfortunately do not have anything else. We don't have... We might be able to find her through the toothbook ID. Nope, search failed. We're gonna need her birth date. Potentially. It says here, phone number, house number, email. Do I have her email? I do not have her email. That's not really gonna work then. That's a little bit tough, isn't it? That's a little bit tough. We have a toothbook password, but that's it. I'm wondering, is there anything else that I missed here, actually? Did I miss something? I'm feeling like I maybe missed something. Let me just go in here and see. Okay, let me just see here. Doesn't seem like it, but we know for sure that something was going on. There's no way for me to get that that picture right there. No, it doesn't seem like anything else. No, it doesn't seem like it. But when was this posted, actually? 2021, okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like that. Look at that. So, yeah. Alright. Very interesting, very interesting. So there is no way for me to look at anything else here, unfortunately. So it seems like I'm going to have to go back to here. And maybe we'll have to crack something with Thomas. Haven't we already cracked his stuff? Yeah, we cracked his password already. So the only other thing we can do is have a look at maybe High Talk. I think we already looked at that though. His password is here. Yeah, I think we already looked at this. Yeah, so what we could do is we could try an anonymous call, maybe. No targets available for that. Right. Well, what else could we do? We can crack the username potentially. Maybe we could do that now? No, we still don't have enough relevant information for it. What about the picture? That's not going to do anything, as you can see. I mean, I can go to this real estate page again, but that's, once again, not really going to help. What about Mr. Singh? I would like to go to his. You know what we're going to do? Can I actually search? I mean, Mr. Singh, this isn't going to really do much, is it? No, as you can see, that's not going to do anything. I don't know his first name. I don't think we have the ability to see his first name, do we? I don't think so somehow. No, it just says Singh. So that's actually not going to make any... that's not going to really help me that much. Yeah, none of that is actually going to help me. I wish that we had his... name. I wouldn't mind being able to do that. It seems like I'm at a bit of an impasse now, aren't I? So I actually don't know what to do. Anonymous call. No available targets to call, unfortunately. We can do cracking here, but again, we don't have enough information to be able to get that. So the only thing I can do is try to figure it out. Yeah, the database, I mean, I can do that, but that's not going to do anything. We can just search, but that's not going to do anything, as I said. We can try searching with the voice print. I don't think that's gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. All right, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. So I'm gonna actually end the episode off here, because even though I'd love to be able to show you what happens next, I am having no idea. I'm sure you do potentially, but I'm gonna be doing it in my own time because I personally love this game. I think it is so incredibly interesting. And if you do too, you can play the demo right now. It's available for free, and if you like the game, you should definitely add it to your Steam wishlist. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.